Howdy y'all, my name is Eric Baker, and today I'm going to be finishing up my paper for Mass Media and Society by analyzing Steven Curtis Chapman's Remember to Remember. For me, I really like this song because it's a call to remember what God has done in your life. Now, Chapman was inspired to write this song after finishing his book, Between Heaven and the Real World, My Story. Now, this song is full of semiotics, so we're just going to focus on the chorus. So let's go ahead and listen to it first before we dive in. So we've got a crap ton of semiotics here. So we've got like the highest mountain, the deepest dark, we've got his promises, we've got the road ahead, we've got where you are going, and we've got remember. Now each one of these has their particular meaning, so let's go ahead and dive into each one. There are four major connotations that we see here. So first of all, we've got the road ahead, which is just the spiritual growth in the Christian life as they draw closer to God. And this is a change over time. We've got the highest mountain, which are those spiritual highs that you see. We've also got the deepest dark, which are those spiritual lows that a Christian will see. We've got also the connotation of where you're going. It's part of that journey, that road ahead that you have for your spiritual life. There are also three denotations that we see here. First of all, where you are going. Not only is it a connotation, but it's also a denotation, as there's a physical place that Christians are going. Heaven, the celestial kingdom. Okay, we've also got, his promises. There are physical promises that we see in his scriptures. Finally, also, remember, that's an action. That's a physical thing that you can do. So what's Chapman saying here? Well, he's saying that we need to look back and see what God has done and apply that to the future. So if God has helped us in the past, we can see that he will help us in the future. We need to remember his promises because they apply to the future as well. And it doesn't matter whether the future is easy or hard, God's promises still apply. This is very personal for me because this is my story. I've struggled with doubts about salvation, and looking back at what God has done for me and the promises he has for the future, not only do I have a hope that a knowledge that I am saved, but I also have a hope for the future. So what's Chapman saying? He's saying that by remembering the past and what God has done for us, we'll remember that he's with us in the unknown future ahead of us, and that he's given us good promises to go with us as well as himself. By analyzing the course to remember, we can see the importance of media text analysis because ultimately it gives us a deeper understanding of what Steven Curtis Chapman is actually saying, even though, it's a fairly straightforward analysis. This takes us from being just mere consumers to now media citizens, where we can respond to the media texts that we have been presented with. So what are your thoughts about Chapman's song, Remember to Remember? Stick them below. Tell me what you think. I'd like to know.